study by finals, like going, like if our teacher like gives us a review, going over that multiple times, going over homework that like we've gotten in the past. Notes are like a big like key. Make sure like you know the material inside and out.
Well, I keep my notes really organized by highlighting, so I usually just go over my notes and my vocab.
I study for finals by going over the reviews. I keep my notes and my worksheets and stuff together throughout the semester, and I don't get rid of them until after the final, even after the end of the year sometimes. Flashcards also seem to work pretty good for me. I like to see that information over and over again. It kind of helps me memorize it, and sometimes I like to associate certain things with other things to help me memorize.
It all depends on what you're studying for. Like if you're studying for a math class, I usually just look at my equation sheet, stuff like that. Like it's pretty self-explanatory for math. But if you're doing like an English class, you got to really read over the books, take your definitions home. I do flashcards. I make sure I really read the notes that I have in class. Reread notes is key, and it just all depends on what class you're studying for, and really knowing yourself is what I think.
I study for finals by going over any notes or worksheets we got in the class. I always find my math and science finals to be the hardest just because there's generally a lot of information that you go over, so I definitely go back to the beginning and just start from there.
Advice to underclassmen is don't go in blind. Say I don't have to study. You need to study to know the material, because the questions that are hard and that you just have to know the material, because questions will be inside it and you just gotta know it. So you can't not study because it just won't work.
Don't procrastinate, because I do that all the time, and then suddenly the day before I have 3 essays, 2 projects, and I'm going to fail. So
My advice for underclassmen when studying for finals is to make sure you get it done. Don't wait till the last minute. It's easier to study when you do things over a period of time versus all at once. Make sure if you have questions, ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and try your best. Don't be nervous. Keep up the good work.
Take it seriously because it does count. Your freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, everything counts, so just do your best, forget the rest.
Don't put it off the last minute. Study a little bit every day. That always helps. Do not wait till the last minute to study.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about Cocoa and Cram and tell you what it's all about. Cocoa and Cram is where the link leaders come into the library, to the LMC, to totally support the freshmen studying for world history, English, geometry, and or science. One of the link leaders, or many of the link leaders, will be at different stations helping the freshmen study or go over their study packet, know what's going to be on the test, know how to structure their notes, and we give you cocoa and maybe cookies. It's only for the freshmen because we love them.